Good afternoon, David Paul here. And to the lady who said she liked my sense of humour, here's a shout out. Magandang hapon sa iyo. Okay, so what more can I say? What am I doing here? And what's this all about? Well, this is called a Dita tree, D-I-T-A. It's quite resistant to termites. They don't particularly like it. It's rather soft. It's something similar to sort of maple or sycamore, and it even looks like sycamore. It's got a yellowish look, which I'm not overly fond of, but I'm going to be dyeing that. I'm going to do the magic trick with the mahogany tea. I think I mentioned that in a previous video. You get a load of mahogany shavings from your chainsaw, put them in a pot, boil them up and make tea with it. For God's sake, don't drink it, it'll kill you. And you take this mahogany tea and paint it on the wood, and hopefully it should stain the wood to give it mahogany type colours without actually being, you know, right, deep dark colour like mahogany. Maybe if we get it right, we can have like a cedar wood salmon kind of look, but we'll find out in due course. Now I got the Mangagawa, the chainsaw guys, to the workmen. Trabalheiros. There you go in Portuguese. The workers anyway. To cut this into 3.5-inch bits because I wanted to make sure that it didn't shrink. So it's through and through cut with a chainsaw. Done a damn good job, that fella. This is the fat guy, so I must remember him in future jobs. So he's cut this down the line, and I mean, it's so well done, you just need to basically surface it, to be honest. You wouldn't notice the truth of the, you know, whether it runs through the full length, and anyway, wood wanders about anyway. So, the idea here is there are 3 slices of wood. 1, 2, 3. There are side cuts, which I've just been messing with, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And this bit that I've just cut off here with my chainsaw, I've spent all day working on that damn chainsaw, getting it going again. And when it's going, I just love it. I say, darling, you're wonderful, you know. And I just love you, you know. And then when it's not going, I think, it's bloody... Well, let's not swear. But the hell, honestly, the hell. And I'm considering having a generator with an electric chainsaw. But anyway, that's for Portugal. For now, for here, what I've got to do is this piece of wood here, this side cut, I've got to remove that because it's an impediment to moving the other logs. And then I've got to somehow get these on their backs and cut them down the middle. And I think I can do that myself. And if I'd done that, then I will end up with 6 beams of wood, which hopefully myself and my sort of nephew-in-law, Mario, I call him Super Mario. He's not so super today. I think I made a mill, to be honest. That's quite cool that I've outworked him. Oh, that's so good. I'm still healthy and he's feeling ill, probably from all the heat of the sun and everything. He says that we white people do better in the sun, which is a strange thing for a brown person to say, because you'd have thought he'd been bragging about being in the sun, but apparently he thinks he absorbs the sunlight better than me. So although I burn, I'm going to spit it off and not get heat exhausted so much. I kind of doubt that somehow. Anyway, slow down, mister. Now, bit manic here because I'm so pleased with the way things are going with this job, you know. So now I got to put these on their back and cut them down the middle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Scotland and I'm going to cut to, if that chainsaw starts up again, I'm going to take it to Scotland and pray that it restarts. It tends to just like work in one go. It's getting a tip to anybody who's got a chainsaw, lie it on its side, because they get fuel starved, the fuel drains out of them. So if you lie them on the side, then the carb fills up, and then when you come to pick it up, it's ready to go. But stand it up if you want to drain it, you know. Okay, anyway, so there we go. There's our Dita tree. What is the purpose of these things? The purpose of these things, I'll step back and you can see the full length of this, the enormity. This will be a magnificent erection when it is erected. How about that? Eh? 30 plus feet long. And Lord have mercy on our souls having to move this damn thing around. But I tell you something, my woodwork designs are getting changed after this house goes up. I'm going to work with smaller pieces of wood, for sure. More like yurtified things, you know, with lattices of wood. Anyway, 3x2s and no 2x4s and 2x1s and things like that, and maybe 3x6s, I don't know. So trusty chainsaw over there is going to be going up to Scotland over there, and I will be cutting a coconut tree which I've already felled, rather like this one except a lot fatter, and I'll be cutting that into 9-foot lengths. Damn it, I haven't got my tape measure with me. Never mind. There's a thing like the devil in me and tape measures. I've now got 3 tape measures and they're never with me. If I was to get tape measures tattooed on my body, I'm sure I would have a car accident in order to get rid of me having a tape measure. Anyway, the idea is we cut a 10-foot section out of a coconut tree like that. We're going to lie it on its side, ram a nail in either end, and turn it like a pig on a spit. And then I'm going to run my router up and down it, and we're going to have a cylindrical, smooth, beautiful looking pillar of wood, like a big long piece of dowel. Because I think you might agree, coconut trees are, hang it, ugly. They're just ugly. Nothing to do with them. And they're crap anyway, and the wood is crap, and they're just awful. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to utilise these and build what's called a chibugan, which is a kind of outdoor type of restaurant-y cafe type thing. Perhaps get Starlink in, and then we will be the people on Tallycud Island who've got all the speed of internet. You'll be able to come and have a cup of coffee and hammer away at the internet at your heart's content. And then after an hour, you're going to have to buy another cup of coffee or a ticket, maybe, I don't know. We'll work that out later. Loads of really good cooks in the family, so we can certainly get the food cooked, and it's a business for them. It's nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to attract attention. The more attention I get to this area, when I get my house up and done, it will attract attention, which will bring business in. Now, regarding Portugal, what am I going to do? It's now getting late in the season, and going to Portugal is going to be cold. So I'm going to be going in the freezing cold of winter. It's now actually a good time to be in Portugal for a month or so, but unfortunately it's going to start getting cold. So I'm going to have to pay something like, I don't know, 350 quid to get back to the UK and then Portugal. We're looking at the thick end of, I don't know, maybe £400-500, you know, to get there. Whereas if I minimise my number of trips, in other words, stay here longer and then go to Portugal when I finally get my visa, then I can work next summer. So I may be back here after Christmas. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing next. I have like relationships, proto relationships kicking off with one particular woman, and others taking an interest who've had to take a back seat for now, and it's going great. So other than that, there are plenty of them, and I will find somebody eventually, and I will have my wife and kids to share this life with, because that's what I want. I did say in a previous video, I'm going to press reset on my life now. There are a lot of sort of feral males over here, basically just screwing around, and nice as that may be, it's not kind of what I'm looking for, you know. I want to be like bouncing kids on my knees and having a family and going to the zoo and doing crap like that I like, you know. And it's very difficult to persuade these guys that there is another life outside of what they're doing. But then again, I guess they're probably thinking, what's that schmuck doing that for, you know? So I don't know. I think these people are going to end up, you know, committing suicide in a hotel room one day, or sitting in a corner blubbering, discovered by staff, because it's such an empty, lonely life. I would have thought ultimately it'll kick in. With Russell Brand, it sure did, and he looks happy. So anyway, I'm getting too philosophical here. So that's it for this video, and up to Scotland next, and we'll cut those 2 logs. So I may make a video on that as well. Jesus be with you.